Did you know there's a health plan that combines features of both HMOs and PPOs? It's called a POS, Point of Service Plan. And for some people, it offers the best of both worlds. But is it really the perfect balance between cost, flexibility, or are there hidden downsides? Let's break it all down. In our last video, we talked about EPO plans, which offers a middle ground between HMOs and PPOs. If you missed that, I'll link it above so you can check it out. But if you want even more flexibility, a POS plan might be the answer. It gives you more structured care like an HMO, but with some out-of-network benefits, like a PPO. But of course, there's a catch, and let's get into it. A POS or point of service plan is a health insurance option that requires you to pick a primary care doctor, just like an HMO. This doctor becomes your main point of contact and must refer you to specialists. However, unlike an HMO, a POS plan allows you to see out-of-network doctors, but you'll pay more if you do. Think of it like a hybrid plan. You get the lower cost of an HMO when you stay in network, but you still have some out-of-network access like a PPO, as long as you're willing to pay extra. Here's how a POS plan works. First, you choose your primary care physician who manages your health care. If you need a specialist, you must get a referral, just like with an HMO. However, if you decide to go outside of the network, your insurance will still cover a portion of the cost, unlike an HMO, where you'll pay everything out of pocket. But there's a catch. Out-of-network care comes with a higher deductible and copays. That means you'll pay more for the flexibility. Let's compare POS plans to HMOs, PPOs, and EPOs. HMO plans have the lowest cost but require referrals and strictly limit you to in-network doctors. PPO plans offer you the freedom of letting you see any doctor in or out of network, but they come with a higher cost. EPO plans let you see specialists without referrals but don't cover out-of-network care. A POS plan sits between an HMO and a PPO. You'll need referrals, but you can go out of network if you're willing to pay more. Now let's break down the biggest pros and cons of the POS plans. Pros: lower cost than PPOs when staying in network. Some out-of-network coverage, if needed, requires a primary care doctor, which can help coordinate care. Cons: requires referral, which can be inconvenient. Higher costs when using out-of-network doctors, and may have more paperwork for reimbursement. So is a POS plan worth it? If you like the structure of an HMO but want occasional out-of-network options, a POS could be the right balance. Wondering if a POS plan is the best fit for you? Here's who benefits from it the most. People prefer having primary care doctors to coordinate their care. Those who mostly stay in network but occasionally out-of-network access. Anyone looking for lower costs than a PPO while keeping some flexibility. If that sounds like you, a POS plan might be the right choice. So, HMO, PPO, EPO, or POS, which is the best for you? Let me know in the comments, and if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. But wait, there's one more health plan we haven't covered yet. Have you ever heard of HDHPs? High deductible health plans? They come with a lower premium but with a higher out-of-pocket cost and often is paired with an HSA, a health savings account. Are they a smart way to save money, or could they leave you with a huge medical bill? That's what we'll cover in the next video, so make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss it. I'll see you there.